Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ziva here and we're back with another video. Okay, so first of all, you might be wondering, why did I actually go away for 16 days? And to be honest, there's just been a lot of things going on in my personal life, and that's the reason why. From now on, I'll be doing videos, at least one video a week. It's better that way because it gives you a bit more structure and it gives me a little bit more structure as well. So right now you are speaking online, you are talking to somebody called David, let's say, and you're kind of liking the sound of David, but you haven't heard his voice yet and you want to gauge who he is a little bit more, and naturally phone call conversations allow you to do that more than just messaging in an app. Maybe the app that you're on has a phone call function and you've arranged between you and David to call on a certain day at a certain time, or you have exchanged numbers and you're going to call on your mobile phones. Whichever one it is, there's a phone call happening, okay? And it's your first phone call and you want to be prepared and you just want some tips and pointers. I'm going to give them to you today. So I'm going to do like a demonstration for you. So David has called.
Hi Ziva.
It's lovely to finally speak to you and get you on the phone. Hi David, it's lovely to speak to you too. We've had lovely conversations, so it's lovely to actually hear your voice. I agree, it's so nice to be able to put a voice to your photos. Giggle, la la la. So Ziva, how was your day today? Did you get up to anything nice? Well, today I went and visited my younger cousins. I haven't seen them since the beginning of lockdown and I really miss them, so I had so much fun with them. We went to the park and it was great. How was your day today? What did you get up to? And he's going to respond back. You see what I'm doing? He's asking me a question, I'm answering it. It's short, sweet, straight to the point. I'm not giving him my whole life story. I'm not telling him what I wore, what perfume I was wearing, how many people I bumped into, the mask I was wearing, where I bought it, how much it was. I'm not giving him all that. I'm telling him on a need to know basis. So let's just say that he asks you what you do for a living, and he may not have asked you this before when you were solely messaging. Let's say that he's asked you now on the telephone. You need to have this thing. You need to know what you're going to say. Whether you are working, whether you're already being looked after, you need to have an answer. Okay, so let me give you an example of something I would say. My profession is actually working as a legal assistant, and I did that for many years in a small firm, but recently I was made redundant because of the lockdown and everything that's been happening with the pandemic. So right now I'm just enjoying life and I'm excited because every day for me is different now. But what about you? What do you do for work? So right there, he knows, okay, this chick, I like how she looks because I liked her photos. Her voice is giving me like angelic, but yet sexual and innocent, yet naughty vibes. She doesn't work right now, but she's not lazy. She did have a job, but she was made redundant. And so he knows, okay, she doesn't have funds. Okay, so he knows these things straight off the bat. So he's knowing things about you. If you don't want to say that you're not working, you can say that you are working, but the firm that you're working at had to reduce your hours because of the pandemic, how it affected the company. So you're now working part-time hours. You could say that as well if you want to. He is going to explain what he does for work. Now, when he speaks about his work, keep it there for a little bit. I want you to speak about his profession, what he does for work, for a little bit more, because what I have noticed in my own experience is that sometimes men will make things seem more fancy than they actually are, or they will lie about things, and you must catch them out before you waste your time meeting them. It's just an easier way to do things, and this phone call will help you to do that. So when he says, well, I actually have my own business, I have a marketing business, I've had my business for about 4 years now. I used to be, I don't know, let's say in the corporate world, and now I'm actually working for myself. And you're going to ego boost about this much, and you're going to say, wow, that's amazing that you have your own business. And then you're going to ask a question about his business. So if he has said that he has his own company, then you can say, well, I hope that the pandemic hasn't affected business for you. Has it? Ask him, because if it has, then maybe he isn't even in the position to date, and you can stop wasting your time for no reason. Ask him that question and understand if his business has been affected by the pandemic. If he says yes, then you know what? If he says yes and it's been affected quite considerably, then it's up to you whether you want to exit the conversation or whether you want to stay with it. But if he says that his business is doing well and it hasn't been affected by the pandemic, then I would simply say, wow, you're really lucky. So what do you usually do? What's a typical day for you, David? And then you can kind of get a grasp on his actual lifestyle. So you're not bombarding this man with questions, you're not sitting on the phone like a lemon being completely silent, and you're still making conversation, but you're keeping the focus on him and you're getting to know what you need to know from him. Okay, so you're getting to know him more, and he's going to ask you, what do you do on a daily basis? And you can respond literally saying the things that you enjoy doing. You can just keep this again short and sweet. I love traveling, it's my number one hobby. I love going to the beach, feeling sand underneath my feet. I just love it, and that would be my number one hobby. My second most loved thing to do is probably to go shopping. I'm a true girly girl at heart, so I love anything luxurious, anything girly, anything with shopping, and also eating out. I love cuisine, I love good food, I love amazing service, and just having a lovely night out with good company. So yeah, what about you? Do you love traveling? And get onto the traveling conversation, because that is a really, really good one. It's a conversation that will literally just go and flow. So speak to him for about 5 more minutes on traveling, where you've been. He's going to say where he's been and the places that you want to go to, and then you can say, David, I'm sorry, my aunt is calling me and I've been waiting for her call. Is it okay if we finish our conversation another day? And he's going to say, yeah, of course, it's been really lovely speaking to you, speak to you soon. And you say, okay, well, it's lovely speaking to you too. Bye, David. And you get off the phone. Because what you have done, this is something I do. What you have done is you've had a phone call conversation that's lasted about 10 to 15 minutes. And you have given him an insight into the woman that you are, and he wants more. You didn't get to have a full-blown conversation. It was just getting good, where you were speaking about your common interests with traveling, etc. And then your aunt called, and naturally she comes first, so he had to go and you had to speak to your auntie. So you are showing that you are somebody who also cares about your family, and you have priorities and you put certain people first. He will naturally want to carry on with that conversation with you, and he will try to schedule to speak to you again. And if he's speaking to you at another time, if you have arranged the time that you're going to meet, make sure that you're out having a walk. Okay, you're out having a walk, So when you're coming to wanting to get off of the phone, you can say, look, I'm just about to go in. Is it okay if we finish this phone call another day? If you are not walking, then maybe you're in the house and your food is cooking. You tell him that at the start of the conversation. So when you're wanting to come off the phone, then you tell him, well, my food is going to be ready. So yeah, it's been nice speaking to you, but I guess we'll finish it off another day. And I wouldn't really want to have more than 3 phone call conversations, or even 1. Before, I really wouldn't want to have any more than 3 phone call conversations before meeting up with somebody, because I'm just not that person anymore. But it's up to you if you are that person. If you're that person, if you love the phone call conversations, then it's up to you. But for me, I want to get on the phone and then I just want to get off, because there are other things I want to be doing. So this is a good way for you to have that phone call conversation, still keep that bond going with that person, and the conversation is getting good, and then you pull away. The conversation is getting exciting, and then you pull away. Make sure that when your conversation is ending, you sound the sexiest that you sounded throughout the entire conversation. Make sure that happens. Oh, and also make sure that you say his name. David. He's going to say, oh, yes. What do you do for work? You know? Or whatever the question is that you're going to be asking. So that is my advice to you for phone call conversations. I hope that this wasn't all over the place. I hope it really is helpful, this video. But a bit of advice that I want to give to you is to actually listen to your voice beforehand, because like I've spoken about feminine voice control and my personal feminine voice control journey, I didn't know what I sounded like until I heard myself speak. Okay, and it was mainly from the YouTube videos that allowed me to tell that I sounded crazy. I didn't really realize it beforehand. Go over onto your phone, record yourself with audio, and listen to the way you sound without seeing yourself. So you can hear, okay, I'm not pronouncing things properly. I don't sound sexy enough there. When I say that word, it sounds really like slang or something. It doesn't sound like proper English. When I say this, it sounds like, so you've got to look at your voice and play about with it. Now, I've actually sent and received voice notes from lots of you on Instagram, because I prefer to respond with voice notes to you ladies, and lots of you have responded back to me with voice notes as well. So I have heard lots of your voices, and I have to say, you actually have some really, really lovely voices. Some of you, I'm speaking to you and I'm like, wow, this girl sounds really sexy, or this girl sounds really cute, or this girl sounds really girly, or this girl sounds like she's very confident. And you can tell that by somebody's voice, and you're just speaking to me. So imagine speaking to a man who's very interested in you, interested in dating you. He's looking at everything, and at that time when you're on the phone, he can only look at your photos and how you sound on the video call, on the phone call at that moment in time, and how you're acting. Are you being forthcoming? Are you answering his questions? Are you banging on about things that he doesn't care about? Or is it short, sweet, straight to the point? He wants more from you. He wants more. He wants more. He can't wait till you guys can meet. That's where you want to have him. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you ladies here. I am about to go to Harvey Nicks. I need to get some more makeup. I really do. I need some more makeup, honey. So I'm about to go to Harvey Nicks, change my outfit, and you guys you can see here, there's like the underline. I need to get some covers for these things, because I want to wear this dress at some point, and I need some like nipple covers, so I need to buy some stuff. So anyway, I'm going to love you ladies and leave you here. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and if you just want to support honey. Comment below in the comment section the amount of time that you like to spend on the phone for your first phone call. Is it 15 minutes? Is it 5? Is it 1 hour? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you lovely ladies next Sunday.